Hello friends, welcome to our NAAC lecture series. Myself, Narendra Gawali, IQC coordinator from SK Gandhi College, Kada. Friends, from today we'll start our lecture series of NAAC, National Assessment and Accreditation Council. As you all know, NAAC accreditation process is very essential for each and every higher education. So, we'll focus on the revised assessment and accreditation framework, that is RAF. As you all know friends, NAAC is related around core values. There are 5 core values on which NAAC revised assessment accreditation framework is based. Yeah, we will take one by one. First is contributing to national development. How the higher education is contributed, how all various stakeholders contribute to the national development of the institution. Second one is fostering global competences among the students. How higher education motivates the students to compete to the universal levels, not only at national but at international levels. Then inculcating a value system among students. Not only skill-based education, but ethical values, human values, moral values, social values are inculcated among the students. Then we have promoting the use of technology. As you all know, due to globalization, we have to pace or cope with universal level or international levels. So ICT has become an important part of higher education because of impact of science and globalization and technology. How education is enforced or based on technology. Then last core value is quest for excellence. How, as we all know, the vision statement of NAAC itself is quest for excellence, quality. How quality based education is provided to higher education to all various stakeholders. Yes, so we come to revised assessment and accreditation framework. How it works. As you all know, in 2017 July, new framework has been introduced by NAAC. So accordingly, there are some changes taken place. How we'll look one by one. It is increased objectivity and transparency towards extensive use of ICT. NAAC has enforced or highlighted more on ICT based education, use of ICT, and also transparency, how the education system is becoming more transparent. Then in terms of simplification of the process, there is a drastic reduction in number of questions, matrix, size of report, visit days of peer team, and so on. Then in terms of boosting benchmarking as a qualitative improvement tool, there are certain changes occurred. This has been attempted through comparison based on quality assurance at international level. NAAC has compared its quality assessment with international level framework. From that point of view, they have made certain changes, drastic changes for this assessment. Friends, also NAAC has introduced pre-qualifier for peer team. Pre-qualifier for peer team visit as 30%. Yes, 30% of system generated pre-qualifier generated score. Yeah, from qualitative peer judgment to database quantitative indicator evaluation. Yes, from qualitative peer judgment to database quantitative indicator evaluation. NAAC has introduced system generated score, that is SGC, with combination of online evaluation, that is 70%, and peer team visit or peer judgment, which is about 30%. So now NAAC has introduced 70% online evaluation and 30% for peer team on-site visit. They have also introduced the element of third-party validation of data, that is DVV, data validation and verification. They have also introduced appropriate differences in the metrics. Certain changes have been made in the metrics. Weightages and benchmarks to universities, autonomous colleges and affiliated or constituted colleges. Yes? In revising these several metrics, friends, to bring enhanced participation of students and alumni in the assessment process is also highlighted. Yes, these are certain changes for this revised framework. Friends, we look at this quality indicator framework, friends. Quality indicator framework. As we all know, NAAC is based on 7 criteria. 7 criteria are curricular aspects. This is the first one, which has weightage of 100 points. Curricular aspects. The second one is teaching learning evaluation. Teaching learning evaluation, which has weightage of 350 points. Then research, innovations and extension, which has 110 points. Then infrastructure and learning resources. Yeah, infrastructure and learning resources have 100 weightages. Then we have 5th criteria, student support and progression, which has 140 weightage. They have increased this time. They have made it 140. In the 6th criteria, we have governance, leadership and management, which has 100 weightage. And the last one is institutional values and best practice, which has 100 weightage. Overall, 1000 weightage. These 7 criteria is divided among this valuation. Yeah. So we'll come up to, we'll take one by one each aspects or criteria. First, we'll look at curriculum aspects. It has 100 weightage. Curriculum aspects, friends, affiliate college depends mostly on universities for its academic and administrative process. Its engagement is mainly in their implementation. So, for affiliate college, they do not have much in this point of view. They have this implementation process. Yes. Then university, autonomous college, they develop this curriculum for particular programs. Yeah. Then they ensure that the outcomes of its program are defined by its bodies. They update this regularly or periodically. That is the function of this university or autonomous body. So, look at this chart, friends, about first criteria. Criteria 1, there are some key indicators, it means important aspects, key indicators. And we can see universities, autonomous college column. Then we have affiliated or constituent college. In that also we have 2 categories. One is UG, undergraduate colleges. Second one is PG, that is postgraduate colleges. In this we have 4 key indicators or important factors. First one is curriculum design and development, which is applicable to university only or autonomous college. You know, university design the syllabi, then college implement. It is not applicable in the point of view of affiliated colleges. Yeah. Then we have curricular planning and implementation, which is applicable to UG and PG colleges both. Yes, it has 20-point weightage. Then we have academic flexibility, which has for PG college 30 points. For university they have 50 points. Then we have curricular enrichment, which has 30 weightage. And the last one in this is 1.4. We have feedback system. It has 20 weightage. Overall they have 100 weightage. Yeah. We'll take in detail first criteria, curricular aspects. This one is applicable to university only. curriculum design and development. What do you mean by this? It is a complex process of developing appropriate need-based inputs in consultation with expert groups based on the feedback from stakeholders. Yeah, based on the feedback from stakeholders. Then program outcomes. We have program outcomes, that is POs, program specific outcomes, PSO, and course outcomes, COS, which is based on these aspects. This program outcome and course outcome is designed for each course. Yes. Then we have come to our next one is curriculum planning and implementation. This is applicable to constituent or affiliated colleges. Yes, friends. Curriculum planning and implementation. As I said, curriculum is designed by respective university bodies. And the function of this colleges is to implement them accordingly. The affiliated or constituent college have rather insignificant role in planning, but they adopt the curriculum overview provided by the respective universities. Their job is to adopt this or implement this accordingly. Each college operationalize the curriculum within the overall time framework provided by their respective universities with this resource potential available. Institutional goals makes each institution unique and reflects on the concern of the college for quality in the form of values, emphasized, sensitized, focused on, etc. Each college implement this curriculum accordingly within their time framework. Yeah, this has 20% or 20 marks weightage. Then we come to 1.2, that is academic flexibility. Means it has 30 weightage point. Means what? There is freedom for the learners. The freedom in the use of time frame of the course. Horizontal mobility. Interdisciplinary options. And other facilitated by curricular transition. These are facilities available in academic flexible. Means how the curriculum is made flexible among the students or learners. Then there are supplementary enrichment programs accordingly with this curriculum. Introduced as an initiative of the college, we have credit system and choice offer in the curriculum in terms of program, curricular transaction and time bond frame option. The curriculum is decided or framed according to that time framework. The respective higher education has this option to complete in this stipulated time, this planning and implementation accordingly. Then we come to next point 1.3, curriculum enrichment. How to make this curricular more enrichment. It has 30 weightage points. It depends on holistical development of student is the main purpose of curriculum. Holistic development of student, that is the main purpose of this curriculum. Higher education is expected to have provisions for added courses. Higher education have provisions for added courses and activities which may not be directly linked with one's discipline of study but contribute to sensitizing students for cross-cutting issues relevant to the current pressing concern both nationally and internationally, such as gender issue, environmental issue, sustainability issue, human values, professional ethics, development of creative and divergent competences. These cross-cutting issues are implemented and how they are made enriched through curriculum enrichment. These are taken into consideration in this aspect about curriculum enrichment. Then friends, we come to the next aspect of first criteria, that is feedback system. 1.4, it has 20% weightage. The process of revision and redesigning of curricula is based on recent development and feedback from the stakeholders. Curriculum is updated accordingly from the feedbacks of the stipulated bodies or members or various stakeholders like students, teachers, parents, alumni, employers, etc. The feedbacks from all stakeholders are collected and relevant appropriateness in the catering to the needs of the society. It is planned according to the relevant to the needs of the society, about need of the economy, need of the environment, which helps in improving the inputs. All these aspects are taken into consideration. Then the collecting feedbacks is an important aspect from all stakeholders, just like teachers, students, alumni, employers, parents. But just collecting is not important, friends. Analyzing it and identifying it and drawing pertinent pointers to enhance the learning effectiveness. You have to analyze this feedback system and what are the action taken for this feedback. These are also implemented in this aspect. Then we come to the second criteria, friends, that is teaching, learning and evaluation. It is very important criteria which has maximum weightage, that is 350 points, means 35% weightage is to this criteria. So it has three aspects: teaching, learning and evaluation. To serve the students of different background and abilities through effective teaching learning experience. How teaching learning is make effective? How can we make teaching learning most student oriented and effective and efficient? The job of higher education is to engage students in higher order thinking and investigation through the use of interviews, focus group discussions, debates, projects, presentation, experimentation, practitioner, internship and application of ICT. Very important. Resources are important aspects or considered very important from the point of view of teaching, learning and evaluation. So friends, there are key indicators in this, as we see in this chart of second criteria, teaching, learning, evaluation. See, there are four aspects: university level, autonomous college, UG college, then PG college. There are 7 aspects, 2.1 to 2.7. First one is student enrollment and profile, which has 40% for PG, for both UG and PG. Second one is catering to students diversity. Third one is teaching learning process, actual process. Fourth one is teacher profile and quality, very important. Then evaluation process and reform, 30 weightage. Then student performance and learning outcome, which has 60%, 60 weightage. Then student satisfaction survey, which is 60 weightage. Total overall we have 350 weightage points. Then we look one by one. First is 2.1, student enrollment and profile, very important. It has 40 weightage points out of 1000, friends. How students are enrolled? The process of admitting students to the program is through a transparent, well administered mechanism. Transparent, very important. How transparent we are making this system? Whether it is with education or admission is based on merit system, merit based system. Well administered mechanism, compiling with the norms of the concerned regulatory body or governing agencies of universities or state bodies or central government. Then ensure equity and wide access, having representation of student community. As it is student oriented, you have to make it should be equity, equal to all. There should be no discrimination between caste, gender and so. There should be wide access to all student community from different geographical areas, socio-economic areas, cultural areas, various educational backgrounds. As our country is known for diversity, we have various regional languages, diverse. So students from various caste, creed, categories come for education. So we have to bring all the student force together to make them unique. Then we have 2.2, catering to student diversity. As I just mentioned, it has 50% weightage. How we can satisfy the needs of students from diverse background, including backward community, as well as from different locals. How we can reach toward the diverse area, to the last masses of people. How we can bring them to special categories. How can we reach these people to special learning needs? By initial assessment of their learning levels. How we can bring these students to this unique framework. So this has 50 pages. Then the third one is 2.3, teaching learning process, actual teaching learning process. Very important. It has 50 weightage. As it is student oriented, friends, the learner centers education through appropriate methodologies such as participative learning, experimental learning, collaborative learning modes, facilitate effective learning. We must include all these modes: effective, participative. Teacher must provide a variety of learning experience, including individual and collaborative learning, interactive learning, participative approaches, and so on. Also, learning management system, LMS system, and other e-resources are also taken into consideration. This is a very important teaching learning process which has 50 weightage. Then we come to 2.4, teacher profile and quality. It is also a very important aspect. It has 60 weightage. Teacher profile. As we all know, students are the future of tomorrow, we know, but teacher are the maker of the future, So teacher quality or profile is very important. It is a composite term to indicate the quality of teacher in terms of their qualification. If teacher are, how qualified teachers are there, their features, teachers' features or characteristics, adequacy of recruitment procedure, how the procedure is made, recruitment, how is it transparent. Then feature of the teacher, how good he is to motivate students or influence students. Then faculty availability, how faculty should be available anytime to students whenever they are in need. Professional development, we have faculty development program, how they are upgraded it, how the faculty are upgraded from time to time to cope with the latest technology, and so on. And recognition of teaching abilities, how its recognition is made of this teaching faculty. All these are considered in this teaching profile and quality. After teaching comes evaluation process and reforms. This is also important aspect. It has 30 weightage points. When the learning process is over, evaluation process comes to provide development inducing feedback. Evaluation is to provide development to measure the knowledge and skills acquired at various levels of the program. We measure the skill of students at various levels through its examination reform or evaluation process. So how well the examination system is? It actually tests the PSO, program specific outcomes, and COs, course outcome. Do this student fulfill the outcomes prescribed by that course? What is the quality of education? Extent of transparency in the system, very important. How the system of education works? Is it transparent? Extent of development inducing feedback system also. Education system, this reform is like feedback system. The student performs and evaluation done and his feedback is got. How well he has understood this program or teaching. How well he has gone through this scenario of teaching learning. This is made through evaluation. Regularity in the conduct of examination. How this process is continuously going. And declaration of result. There should be a transparency or mechanism, or there must be fixed time, stipulated time, which standard time is mentioned by UGC is 45 days after examination, result should be declared. So this is this higher education following this process. These are the evaluation process and reforms. Yes. Then the 6.2.6 student performance and learning outcome, very important. Has the student achieved the performance or outcome stipulated by the course or higher education? It is seen as the realization of learning outcomes, which are specialization of what the student should be capable of doing on successful completion of the course or program. Means after the program fulfillment is done, what is the progression? Means the student is capable for this outcomes. Can he has he maintained the same capacity? Is he capable for that job or employment? That is very important, student performance and that learning outcome. And the last point in this we have 2.7, student satisfaction survey, or we call it SSS. It is also very important. This revised system has increased the marks. We made to 60 now, 60 point. Their satisfaction level is decided by the kinds of experience they undergo. It is what? Student satisfaction survey. What experience students have gone through. The extent of the comfort feeling as well as intellectual stimulation the learning situation provide. Means it is a feedback from students or learner. How well he was in this campus, how well he faced, what are the equipments, how the faculty were cooperative. All this framework comes in this. Their feedback significantly shows the actual quality of teaching. It shows the actual quality of teaching. Learning process enabling identification of the strength of teaching as well as the possible improvement. It shows the SERC analysis of a higher education, strength, weakness, opportunities and challenges. How means there are actually NAAC has provided 21 questions for the student satisfaction survey, out of which 20 are objective and 1 is descriptive. This is based on these 21 questions, his feedback, how well did he like the campus, how was the library facility and so on. So this is student satisfaction survey of student. Then we come to the third criteria, that is research, innovation and extension. There are also 3 categories: research, innovation and extension. It has 120 weightage out of 1000. Very important. The policies, practices and outcomes of the institution with reference to research, innovation and extension. What are the policies of higher education? Practices, do they implement these policies? What are the outcomes of the research with reference to this research? What are the innovation? What are the innovative activities performed by the higher education institution? And what are the extension activities? All are focused or dealt with this. It deals with the facilities provided. What are the facilities provided by the institution to promote research culture? It is mostly based on research culture. What are the equipments, laboratories, facilities, campus? How do this higher education utilize this campus for research culture? These come into consideration. See, we can see this in this. There is key indicators. There are 7 key indicators: university level, autonomous college, UG college, then PG college. You can see weightage is 120. First one is applicable to university and autonomous only. It is promotion of research and facilities. It is not applicable to UG and PG colleges. Then second, resource mobilization for research, innovation ecosystem, research publications and award. Then we have consultancy, which is applicable to university only and autonomous college. Then extension activities, which has 50 weightage. Then last, collaboration, it has 20 weightage. We look one by one. 3.1, promotion of research and facilities. How do you make promotion of this research and facilities? The higher education have to be actively engaged in this through evolving appropriate policies and practices, making adequate resource available. There should be appropriate policy of higher education for research and practices for making this resource adequate available to all stakeholders, that is student or teacher. They must also encourage active research involvement. There should be more involvement of research students and faculty through research. Yes. Then there should be recognition of any achievement of teacher through research. How the teacher should recognize for any if he gets any award or he gets some innovative ideas or some innovation, he should be recognized by the institution. What are the responsiveness and administrative supportiveness? That is procedural flexibility in the institution. What are the supportive facilities or from administration or from infrastructure facilities? That are also important. Then utilizing support and resource available at the government agencies and other agencies. Not only at college level, but what are the support facilities from government or which might be state government or central government or other agencies or other NGOs, clubs, etc. Then what are the further facilities? That is dealt here, promotion of research and facilities. This is applicable to university only. Then we come to 3.2, research mobilization for research. Research mobilization for research. That is 10 weightage. The institution provides support in terms of financial, academic and human. How does the institution support? Financially and academic also and human resources also. Timely administrative decision to enable faculty to submit projects. There, like we have minor projects, major projects, proposals, and approach funding agencies for researches. How they approach the funding research agencies. That is also important. Then research projects and securing external funding agencies also important. How they are flexible in this administrative process and infrastructure and academic support. Means how does infrastructure and academic, they support the research facilities or research culture. The faculties are also empowered to take up research activities. They are also empowered to take research activities utilizing the existing facilities. So how they are helped through this facilities, resource mobilization. Then we have 3.3, innovation ecosystem. It is applicable to PG college. Now, in the previously it was applicable to UG also. Now there is a modification. Now this is applicable to PG college, innovation ecosystem. The institution has created an ecosystem for innovation, including incubation center. Is there any incubation center, innovation center, and any other initiatives for creation and transfer of knowledge, new innovative ideas. The institution conducts workshop, seminars on intellectual property rights, IPR. This is also very important. Institutions should regularly conduct workshop on seminars on this IPR and industry, academia, innovative practice. Industry oriented practice should also be taken into consideration. This I have 10% or 10 mark or weightage. Then we have 3.4, research publications and awards. It has 20 weightage points. Research publication and awards. Research acumen in an institution is an evolving feature reflecting various research output. What is the output? With clear records such as doctoral or postdoctoral. We have research facilities. Then what is the outcome? That is PhD degrees or postdoctorate degrees or get any other degrees. These are the outputs. Projects, output, that is project, MR, minor projects or major projects from funding agencies, from it might be from UGC and other funding or from NGOs. What are the inventions from this research, new invention or discoveries? Then number of patents is very important. Obtain, how many patents you have obtained from this research, and number of research publications. What are the number of publications? These are the outcomes of research publications, or what are the awards. Then we come to 3.5. It is applicable to university only, not to UG and PG college. Consultancy, actively organized or managed by the faculty for an external agency, by which the expertise and specific knowledge base of the faculty becomes the major input. Then the financial generated through consultancy are fairly utilized by the institution. If there is consultancy, there should be financially resource must be generated, and institution might be utilized it in the proper way. Then the faculty taking up consultancy is properly rewarded. The faculty should also be rewarded by the higher education institution. This is aspect of consultancy. Then we have next point, 3.6 extension activity is also very important. This is 60 weightage points out of 1000. Extension activities, learning activities have a visible element for developing sensitives towards community. Extension activities that too community oriented are focused, general community oriented. Issues like gender disparities, social inequality, or environmental issues, inculcating values, and commitment to society. What are the extension? We have recently Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, government has introduced. And we have also NSS unit in higher education. They conduct various extension activities, or other faculty members also conduct various extension activities. The process and strategies inherent in such activities relevantly sensitize students to the social issues and context. Main focus is to sensitize the student to the social issues in their context and their context. These are often integrated with curriculum. Simultaneously, along with curriculum, this activity should be extended or integrated as opportunities intended to help. It should be have an opportunity to help, service, reflect, and learn. To help, serve, reflect, and learn. We can also say service. Yes, service to human is service to God. It is a saying there. So, then the curriculum extension interface has an educational value, especially in rural India. As Gandhi, we know famous Gandhi speech, go towards village, to move toward village. That was Gandhi's slogan, the NSS motto, as we all know. So, to make as our 70% population is rearing in village, as we all know. So, we have to focus towards rural area, community, for social development at our national level and integration. So, then we have this aspect 3.7, collaboration. It has 20 weightage out of 1000. Collaboration. It helps keep the academic activities in the higher education in a more realistic perspective and also expand the scope of learning experience to students. It has more realistic aspects, scope for learning expand. There is collaboration. There should be a proper mutual understanding, collaboration tie-up with NGOs or other external agencies. The range of activities should be including, it might be in the way of training, or it may be student exchange program, faculty exchange program, research, and resource sharing, among others. It should be on this point. This should be highlighted on these points, like training, student exchange, faculty exchange, research oriented. Also, for making collaborative endeavor impactful, it is necessary that there should be a formal agreement or tie-up or mutual understanding, MU, or understanding between the institution and other higher education or agencies for such activity. This is also very important aspect of collaboration. With this, I hope you understood this 3 aspects. We'll discuss the remaining 4 aspects in our next lecture. Thank you very much.